Wow. As a kid, that must be how you dream of scoring your first Champions League goal.
I don't know if I could dream of scoring a goal like that, to be fair. Yeah, it was a good goal. I just saw the opportunity to shoot, and yeah, thankful to God that's worked today.
It was the half turn, it was the technique, it was the pace, the pace of the ball. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a special goal. For sure, I'm going to remember it for a long time. Hopefully, that's the first of many in the Champions League for me.
I feel like all your mates are going to send you the goal. How many times are you going to watch this one back?
Yeah, I could be watching this one for a long time, to be fair.
To be fair, did it feel like it was going to take something really special? Because up until that point, their keeper had been unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure. It's a difficult team to play against. We saw that when we went there. And we knew that it would take moments like this to sort of put the game in our favour. And we, as a team, we did that today.
Look, we saw you go down. You had a bit of treatment and then you went off. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'll be okay.
Perfect. I don't know if you know quarterfinals. It's Sporting Lisbon. They had an unbelievable comeback. 5-0 they won tonight. So that is your opponent. You had a good time out there, the league phase last season.
Yeah, we know that at this stage, it doesn't really matter who you face. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. So we'll be preparing for that. But we've got another game on Sunday, so we'll be looking at that first.
Yeah, you certainly do. Are you ready to turn the end of this season into trophies?
This is the aim. This is what we want to do. It's what we've had as our goal from the start. So we're in the final stages of all these competitions. So we'll keep pushing, keep working, and God willing, it comes through.
All right, well, Ebs, thanks for the memory of tonight. Unbelievable goal. Well done.
Trophies and dominate. At the moment, they have a foot in every competition, Kaz, and that's all they can focus on at the moment.
I mean, how many teams in Europe would love to be in the position that Arsenal are in right now? They would. And they'll go into Sporting as favourites as well, I would say, in that game. So in a brilliant position, like Eze said, foot's in all four. But what, I don't want to be a downer, but I'm like, Inter Milan were in that last year. At the same point, 4 competitions. So they've got to keep going, they've got to keep mentally tough and keep pushing.
So what will Mikel Arteta be saying to his team? Something along the lines of what Kaz is saying? Because every interview he does, he refuses to focus on the future and will only look at the game in front of him. And is that the right mentality?
100%. Just stay humble, stay focused. You can achieve great things. And, if you can be successful in this remaining part of the season, what are we now in the last 2 or 3 months? What you do now will be remembered. We talked about this forevermore. So they could be a part of something special. And I think it's great, actually, when you're involved in big games every 2 or 3 days, you know how to behave, you know how to prepare, and it just comes with the territory. This is how we live now. So a big game at the weekend is lovely for these players, but you could see the excitement. Eze, particularly, I'm playing in the Champions League. Give me the ball, let me shoot from distance. No nerves, no fear, and look what the result you get. So playing with total freedom tonight was great to see.
A few new faces in this team, in this squad in general, but is this Arsenal side learning more from the mistakes of previous seasons where they've gone the distance and fallen away?
Of course, experience matters. You realise why you didn't make it across that final line. You understand the differences at the top level. But I do think this team is different because of the squad. I think you can pull in changes, and every player that comes in, like Ben White, hasn't played in a month and can come in, his experience, he's played Champions League football, he can come in and it's easy. It's a good switch. There's lots of that. Gyökeres can come in and out of the team as well. He's new to the team. Eze, when Ødegaard's out, your club captain's out. They've got players in every single position, and that documentary that they did and Edu was talking about players in each position. I know he's not here now, but that recruitment, that mentality, it means they can fight on 4 competitions.
When you watched that performance tonight, what did you like about it, Martin?
I thought how professional they were. I thought the way that they fathomed out how to play against a really difficult opponent, where they had like 2 inside forwards that was tucked into midfield. It was difficult for Arsenal to build, but they were patient. They retained the ball much better than they did in the first game. They pressed really high. That was the message. Let's press. Let's see how well they can pass out under pressure. And then the emphatic finishes, the quality of the finish. Europe sits up now and looks at those finishes. I mean, Declan's on his way over to here now. But, when you get that sort of, chill in the spine when you see a finish of such quality, and we'd already seen the Eze goal before that, so this is really top-level finishing tonight.
Well, here he is, Declan Rice.
Wow.
Right. Good evening.
Well done, my goodness. Thanks for coming out, Dec. Oh, look, well, that smile on your face probably says it all. Wow, just sum it up. You're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
Yeah,
third year in a row in the quarterfinals. Really tough game over 2 legs. Credit to them, you know, they caused us, even though it may not look like it, a lot of problems on the pitch. Really good tactical team. But in the end, we deserved the win tonight. We could have scored maybe 3 or 4. But to win 2-0 was solid, and to get through, we're very happy.
We'll see those in a second, but my goodness, you worked so hard, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm shattered. It's non-stop. It's honestly, we're obviously in all the competitions still. So it's been every 3 days since October, you know. So it's been different, but you know, we've been coping with it as best we can. It is really tiring, but you know, when you have a night like tonight, round of 16 to get through to the quarterfinals, you know, you find energy and you find ways to win, and we keep doing that. So it's all good.
You didn't look tired when you scored, Declan. Come
I
on,
know,
tell us about
everyone
that.
says,
Come
where'd
on.
you get your second burst of energy? I don't know. There's moments in the game, you know, where you just get energy and.
You've seen it
Yeah,
yet?
no, I've not seen it. I remember the ball coming out, and I just thought I can step in front of the man. Read the ball.
You seem like you were on a mission here. Cold breath came on. He was decent. And you ended up around him. Look at the way. It's a cultured finish
This
as
is
well.
what you're
Yeah. So I'm obviously.
You don't want him to get it, so you pinched it.
Yeah. So my first thought is obviously protect the back line. If they obviously kick it long, I'm obviously going to be there. But when he wasn't on his toes, I stepped in front of him, read the game, and yeah, there was nowhere else to go. So I thought the first touch set me up for everything, because it was still into my path. If it went left or right, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to shoot. So
It's in Real Madrid territory, isn't it?
I know, yeah, I was happy with that tonight. It's not quite Real Madrid, but I'm happy with it.
Me and Martin looked at each other. Martin went, oh, goodness.
Yeah, actually, chill on the back of my spine. You think, hold on, what a finish that is. Do you know? And we were watching you because you kept on going out onto the right.
Yeah.
And then you looked over. This young 18-year-old kid's come off the bench. I don't know if they give you that amount of information. You thought, okay, that's a danger. I need to run 30 yards across the pitch to get to him. Was that in your mind? You were on red alert.
Was that towards the end?
Towards the end, the last 20 minutes, you
I
suddenly
think,
started going into other gears.
Yeah, you just do anything to win. You don't want a goal to go in, because obviously that can change a whole tie and change the swing of the momentum. But yeah, look, we've got every single player that's in the squad that will come on and do a job and give 100% every time. And you just find that fire in your belly from somewhere, you know, to win, to make tackles, to get over the line. And
I think that's when you're at your best.
Yeah, for sure, we are.
What about Eze's goal? Should we show you that one again?
Yeah, go on.
Let's
You're
have a look at
involved
this
in
one.
that one as well, Declan.
Yeah, a little touch.
Yeah, there we go. Was this something that was important as well, winning the first balls, the second balls, this part of the game?
Yeah, definitely. I think they can play out of the pressure really well, but they jump to every ball. So you see, I set Leo. Leo played it into Ebbs, and the finish is just... He's got one of the best shots I've seen, left foot and right foot. We need to keep getting him in them areas, because honestly, he's frightening.
Do you feel that when you give him the ball? I mean, that's out of the meat of the bat, that, isn't it? Look at it. And he did that at Mansfield also as well.
Yeah, he's honestly, like I said, around the edge of the box, left foot and right foot. There's not many players I've seen that hit the ball better than him, and we need to keep giving him the ball around the edge, because he can make things happen for us. And
I thought tonight in midfield as well, he was working out better when to go and press and when to sit with you guys, because that's something new for him. But when you do get him in the final third, that's the benefit, isn't it, of having him?
Yeah, that's because in the first leg we didn't get our press right, and we'd worked on it coming into this game, that we needed to be better with our 9 and 10 in the midfield unit, the compactness, and when to go and when to wait. And we was much better with that tonight. I thought we was really compact, and it was good. Yeah, what we worked on happened, so we're really happy.
You've obviously done this one's ticked, but then straight away you have to go.
Yeah.
So what?
Oh, it's a shame there's a final at the week.
No,
I know.
yeah,
Of course, you've got to love it, haven't you?
Yeah, the manager just said that final, a chance for us to go and win silverware. And look, we need to be up for it. We've got momentum at the minute. We're going every day excited. Every time we play a football match, you know, we've got the momentum. We feel like we can win every match we play, and that's a good thing to have at the minute. Confidence is everything in football, and with everyone that's travelling to Wembley, our supporters, everyone's going to be behind us, and yeah, it's just another game of football, and yeah, we'll be ready.
Yeah. Sport next. Tell me about the kind of challenge that they present for you guys in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, we obviously played them last time. Really tough team. I'm sure Victor will be able to tell us more. But I know back five really solid, have really good attacking players. So look, no game's easy in the Champions League. It's just, you know, it's a knockout competition. If you want to keep advancing, you need to beat the best teams. And Sporting have done really well tonight to beat Bodo, because they've been amazing in the competition. So yeah, it's another tough test, but we'll be ready. What
is Mikel saying to you guys? Because you look at the Champions League, the FA Cup, League Cup final at the weekend, 9 points clear in the Premier League at the moment as well. Just
don't get, we don't actually get too caught up in it, because it's coming thick and fast. We had was in Sunday, Monday's the day before the game, and then we play again. There's no time to think about what's going on. We just keep playing matches and preparing the matches as quick as we can. And like I said, momentum and confidence is everything in football. And the more you keep winning, that feel-good factor around the place is obviously really good for everyone. So I think that's the key. I think he's keeping everyone level-headed and keeping us going.
Don't forget to enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. We are. That's 100%.
Looks like you are. Yeah.
Definitely. I think when you look at the season, we've lost 3 in all competitions. It's, when you look at it that way, and where we are, started in August and we're now in March. It's an unbelievable season that we're having. So we need to keep going, need to keep raising the level, and see what happens.
Absolutely, Dec. Well done.
Thank you. Have a good night.
We'll let you. Yeah, you have a good night as well. We'll let you go and rejoin them all. Congratulations. Well done, Martin. I just want to pick up on something because I love watching you interview Arsenal players, and when you've got someone like Declan Rice next to you, he man of the match performance, by the way, tonight, and where they are in each of the 4 competitions. Does it make you proud to see how far your club's come?
Very much so. And he must be a joy to be around because, he's got a double engine, hasn't he? A twin engine. He just keeps going. That second engine kicks in the last 20 minutes. And he's still blowing now. But somehow he manages to put it out there. You don't see him flagging. You see him. These players really come to the fore when their backs are against the wall. And they were a little bit there last 20 minutes. They could have scored. It could have been 2-1. Great save by the keeper. Raya makes that great save. So, he's really, I think he's now loving it, enjoying it. He's got a big cup final at the weekend. He would have played in the Euros final for England there. Hasn't played the F for Arsenal yet. He's had a victory for West Ham. So this guy's gathering experience and he's making it count.
Congratulations. Just a case of a job well done tonight.
Yes, I think the team was immense today. And the manner that we started the game, showing so much dominations, big chances. I think the keeper kept them alive in the first half because it should have been 2 or 3 at least. Then there are certain moments, obviously, there are a really good side that they can dominate you and make you play deep. But I think overall we had a big performance as a team and individually as well, players that elevated the level to the highest standards probably of the season.
Have you seen a better goal than what Eberechi Eze put away tonight?
It's not easy to see it. When we talk about technique and when you talk about making contact with the ball in the manner, it's just the ball sounded puff, and just see the reaction of all the players around, and that's why he's here.
As you said, it felt like their keeper up until that point was pretty unbelievable with what he was stopping, so it was going to take a moment like that.
Yes, and this is Champions League, and you get worried because when you have 4 or 5 chances in the manner that we had, and you don't put the ball in the back of the net, everything is possible. And in the second half as well, because we had so many open situations for we to finish the game. But again, another incredible moment from Declan to win the game.
Yeah, the curl on his ball. I don't know if you've seen it back.
That's about the striking the ball and the quality, and we need to do that more often because we have a lot of players that can do that.
Well, look, it's a quarter-final against Sporting Lisbon. You did well there when you went in the league phase last season, but I guess it's a different game this time.
It's completely different. I watched the first half and the play, and they are top side. It's going to be very difficult, so enjoy tonight and prepare because we have a beautiful final to play on Sunday.
It certainly was. And tonight, did it go well in terms of being able to rotate players and bring in, bearing in mind what's to come on Sunday? Was that the plan?
No, it was related to the game and certain players that needed to come off, basically, because of the amount of minutes that they are playing. So, now we can focus on the final.
Lovely. Best of luck for it. Well done tonight.
Okay, Mikel Arteta there with his post-match thoughts. Look, here at the Emirates tonight, I suppose if we really want to pick the bones out of this and be quite cynical where we can, because that's football, isn't it, at the end of the day, should they have been more clinical, Martin?
No, I thought they understood what they were up against. A Leverkusen team, which we talked about, 37 games away from home that they went unbeaten until the start of this season. So they knew what they were about. I just think he's, listening to him as a manager now in terms of how he is. He's very demanding, but he's got this super balance of belief and respect for his players, and it's going to be some difficult decisions coming up at the weekend. But because of that love for the players, and he understands he's got a path for every player, that kind of sorts itself out, and that respect is retained. But there will be 1 or 2 at the weekend. But also they've been mature about sitting on the bench. Sometimes people have been sat there, Martinelli sitting on the bench, he's come off and scored some remarkable goals. And you might say that at the start of the season, yeah, I can buy into these new players, and it's getting more difficult to get in the team. But then it's another thing delivering. So he's got that balance, beautiful at the moment, where everyone he brings in comes in and raises the bar. And it's very difficult for him now to pick this 11 at the weekend.
Kaz, same question to you really, because the challenge, they only get harder. The later you go into these competitions, there will be bigger challenges than this team tonight.
Yeah, I disagree respectfully. I think they do need to be more clinical. I think Declan said it as well. When you get these opportunities, you maybe see other teams that have played in the competition already tonight, clinical, they're ruthless. When they get into that final third, bang, it's that instinct, cutthroat. And I think Arsenal have done a great job. I was said to you, I was confident. I knew they would get through. I thought they'd be the better team, they'd be stronger, they're physical. But as you said, the better teams that you play at the real top tier of European football, it only takes one moment, and they have to take them, Arsenal. And that's my only criticism. They're finding a way. They're in a great position on 4 competitions. But that last little bit in the finals, it's going to be those moments.
And they will come up against some big European teams eventually.